G'day guys, hope everyone's doing well. Just here in Templestowe on this Thursday evening, and I just thought I'd give a bit of an update as to what I've been up to for the last little while. So I do have some exciting news. I've been working on a website with a friend of mine, and we're looking to try and launch that hopefully in the next month or so. And the main purpose behind the website is to support me and the music that I do. And I've been working on some new songs the last little while. Got about 4 or 5 new ones that I want to try and record properly, as I've done with Magnificent. But the other thing that I'm using the website for is to introduce something else that I guess I've been delving into in the last little while through some interesting experiences that effectively I'm having with myself. And the reason I'm wanting to share that is because I feel that I'm getting some insights into the nature of life. Yes, that's what's happening. And I'd like to share them. And the reason I want to share them is because I think that we've got it all wrong, basically. In terms of what we've thought life was actually all about, I am actually sure that there's way more to it than what we thought, but in a way it's kind of simpler at the same time. So what I'm actually doing here right now in terms of this recording of this video is kind of a little example, but as much as anything, a test for me as to how well I can trust myself to actually just hit record and allow myself to be relaxed and listen and feel for that which I truly am. So that might sound really, really wacky. I expect that it will for some people. But what I've learnt to understand is that indeed at the moment I'm going through this kind of good, kind of crazy stage in my life where I'm getting to delve into some things that are totally awesome and beautiful, yet they're quite different, I suppose, is probably the best way to put it. But they're good. That's the most important thing, that what's going on for me right now in the space that I find myself in is a really positive one, a really loving one. And I want to share a little bit about what I'm understanding we can do and what we are. And so all of this will be outlined some more in my website, which I'm, as I say, thoroughly excited about launching, in terms of there'll be a section on there which are basically conversations like this, not in video form, because up until this point I've just done it all with voice recordings, but effectively they're conversations. I'm calling them conversations with consciousness, because that's what it feels like it is for me, what it is to me. It's that I can connect in, if I get myself into a relaxed enough state, to a grander part of myself that's always been there, just watching and observing and allowing things to be. However, the small part of me down here has chosen for them to be so, but ready, willing and able to help out and allow me to allow some of this grand love that it is through into my daily life whenever I was able to awaken to the fact that it exists. So that's basically what this whole thing is about, is that through different things that I've been delving into, but mainly just this relaxation and coming right into the moment of now, that's how I've found my way through to that, which, as I say, is this grand, loving energy, this grand, loving force that I believe wholeheartedly that we all are. So, just to quickly perhaps add a little bit more into that, I do believe that everything in this universe is part of this grand, loving force. We're connected to it. We are it. whether we're aware of it and whether we like that or not. So there's a small part of our consciousness that's been here playing this little game of life that we have down here. But there's this other grander part that we can actually 100% connect into and allow in to flow through us as we captain the ship down here. And again, I understand this is going to sound totally wacky to some people. To others, hopefully not so much, because they're aware of the fact that everything is energy. Everything. Ask the scientists, they'll tell you. Everything is energy. But I've just been fortunate enough to work out that we can connect into it. And yes, maybe I do have a propensity for that. I have a sensitivity for that. I'm able to tune into that more easily than perhaps other people. But nevertheless, I believe that we're all designed the same. And so it's my hope that 100%, by sharing some of what's been going on for me and what I'm exploring, that it can be of use to others. And it does involve some things in terms of a little bit of work, 100%. But it's all work that we, as human beings, are capable of. And if we can allow this wonderful, loving energy that we truly are into our lives and into this physical body, I can guarantee you, once you've even had an inkling of what that feels like in your body, you will want to do so again and again and again. And what I'm finding is that by allowing all of what I now am able to allow, it has changed the tone of everything. It's coming into my interactions in my daily life. It's coming into conversations. It's coming into my work. But most importantly, it's coming into my body, my energy, and who I'm being, and influencing everything in a beautifully loving, gentle, warm, playful, creative way. And I will just throw one final thing in, that absolutely this grand loving energy that we all are would love for all of us to have a bit more of a sense of humor about how we're moving through our daily lives. And the thing is that might be a little hard for some people at this point in time, and I understand that. But as we move towards allowing more of that love that we are in, I can guarantee you, it wants to have a laugh. It has a sense of humor. We, in the grander sense of what we are, absolutely have a sense of humor, a great sense of humor. And the more that I've done this, and the more that I've allowed this, the more that I understand that that's as important as anything else. So, good test, Chris. Well done. What is it? 8.5 minutes. No notes, just listening, relaxing, and allowing through that which you truly are. So anyway, I'm going to sign off, and hopefully there'll be more to come. Ciao.